Hello again. We are back where we left off. This is the second episode where I'm playing France, trying to play historically, trying to get Napoleon III, and try to make and control the wine market. Everyone knows French wines are the best, even if the Germans think their Riesling wines are better. I see here that we have gotten some more authority. So let's see what they want us to do. We built this colony here, and it would be good to connect Kenya to port. It's here. I hope we can do that. So that is something that we must do. Let's build a port, look at the construction queue. Maybe we're doing that after the motor industries is done in Paris. What else do they think? We are still pops below minimum expected living standard in Ile-de-France. We can fix this by making buildings there and other stuff. So let's go for the easy way right now. We almost have enough authority to make a new decree. So let's do this trick where we increase wages and get some more authority. And which one helps Paris the most? We could encourage manufacturing. They would make more money. That would be possible. We could encourage agricultural industry. That would also be good. But maybe emergency relief would be the best, just to get the living standards up. No, maybe do manufacturing industry. Here. I think there are a lot of factory workers, right? What buildings do we have here? We have 18. Okay, the problem is we have 18 furniture manufacturers that are not profitable. They're not profitable. Why are they not profitable? Okay, luxury furnitures are too cheap, and it would be good to decrease the cost of the input goods. So let's queue up some logging camps here to decrease the local price of wood here. Let's look at the market. Luxury furniture, we have 76 bureaucracy left. We could do some more trading here. We are exporting a lot of wine to Russia. Should we keep it? It's unprofitable. It's unprofitable, but it's making our capitalists more likely to build more wine orchards, which is our long-term strategy. These military goods are expensive because we are at war. We are mobilized and we are at war with Mascara. And these ones are cheap. Luxury furniture. Let's see if we can export that. And we want to export to our friends. We want to be friendly with America, Dutch, Russia. We want to be friendly with Russia, and Spain, and Portugal. Yeah, now we don't have any more bureaucracy. So let's just keep it at that. Let's go to Monday when the prices updates and see what happens. We were looking at the furniture manufacturers in France. We could also change here. We could change to make regular furniture. Yeah, maybe let's try that. See if it's more profitable. Yeah, it's still not profitable. Yeah, we just have to wait. The intelligentsia has expressed a concern about the government favoring the industrialists. Either we do this one or we do this one. We want this one that they get less political group strength, but we can't allow them to get -10 because then this nasty event, the Springtime of Nation, will start. But they are neutral to us now, so that's fine. Let's just make them less strong. The rural folk is the one that's closest to being -10. Let's look at the party leaders when we are here. We can see that here we can see their ideologists. We want them to be Bonapartists like this guy. So we could it's not so good that Mathieu de la Dromée is a radical character. That's not good. Is there anyone here we can influence? This guy is moderate. He is not doing anything. Let's just sway him to Bonapartists. It is -2. That's fine. We can handle that. It's -8 now, so we can't have any more. Have some more influence now. Let's see if this one works now. There's no country that wants to join us. When this updates, it's we can see like here is like now it did update. Hold on. Here we can see the leverage. When this is +200, we can invite people to our power block. We can see that they have a lot of unclaimed leverage in Belgium. We want that. Let's see if we can make some other. Maybe it would be good to get some alliances or defensive pacts or so. Sardinia and Piedmont would like an alliance. We could get them into but there is like an. Let's see, there is a decision about that. Here is a lot of like objectives. I don't care so much about this one, but there are some goods here. Let's see where it is. Here it is, the Treaty of Turin. The province of Savoy is a natural part of the French nation and home to many who already consider themselves French. It may be possible, through diplomatic means, to convince their occupiers to cede the territory. And this is the province of Savoy. And to complete this one, we have to research nationalism. we will trade our obligation for Savoy and Nice. And Nice. Nice is this nice city here. It's called Nice. It's a nice little city here. It's also so let's see again, what do we do to do it? We need they need to owe an obligation to France and have good relation. So let's try to improve the relations with Sardinia and Piedmont. We should like them, and we should also subscribe to them to get the obligation. So we can do that event. What other decisions do we have here? Go to the journal. We have purchase Luxembourg. Luxembourg is this city here, which is a part of it's their own little city, own little state here in Luxembourg. So let's read what it says. Luxembourg lies within our natural borders and should be part of France. Perhaps a generous offer would persuade their overlord to accept the sale. France has reached nationalists. We haven't done that. We have Alsace and Lorraine. We cannot take any loans, so we have to look for that. We're going minus 76k now because we are subscribing both to Belgium and to Sardinia and Piedmont, and we need good relations with the Netherlands. So we also have another here, Return of the Ashes. After Napoleon I was defeated, he was taken prisoner in the little island of St. Helena, which is here somewhere in the ocean, and we might try to return his body and bury it near the banks of Seine in our great cathedral Notre Dame. So let's see. We could get some legitimacy, or we could increase the project's progress of Bonapartism, and the most important is to increase the progress of the Bonapartists. So let's do that. How is this one doing now? Yeah, it's going upwards. It's a little bit productive now. No, it's making some money now, yeah. That's good. It's getting productive now. It was probably because we changed the production method to only produce furniture instead of luxury furniture. Let's see how the market price is for luxury furniture now. Yeah, most of our luxury furniture was made in Paris. So let's see the trade routes. They're not profitable anymore, so let's cancel these guys. And I don't really need that hardwood either. Let's export some luxury clothes instead. Vietnam wants to buy, that's good. And France. Piedmont, Sardinia and Piedmont. We want the Dutch to like us, the Russians to like us. So let's go for that maybe. What do we need here? We have insufficient construction for investment pool. Yeah, it recommends more production sectors, but we can't afford it. We already have so little money. Let's speed up the game a bit, see what's happened. Because we're not trying to industrialize now, we're trying to complete the journal entry. So we're playing with this one could be lowered again. We are playing with low taxes to get less radicals, so we can get 4 more years as leader. We can see even with this, still the radicals are increasing a lot. Something we could do is that we could increase the mobilization here, but I don't think Mascara won't be a problem unless someone intervenes, and they haven't done it yet. There is still some chances for it, but it's no hurry yet. We have an event here. They want to get more migrant attraction in Lorraine, and that's good. Lorraine is our only province that has sulfur mines, so it's good if lots of people moves there. When we start to industrialize, Lorraine is one of the provinces that we will try to industrialize first. So let's follow the battle here. There's no active battles yet. Let's see. So we have a battle here. Our leader is him, and as you can see, we have 37 offense and they only have 21 defense, so it should be pretty easy to defeat them. Let's see how the market is doing now. Liquor is too cheap. Let's see if we can change the production to get a more balanced market. Liquor is made here and the distilleries, and we have 2 places that does that in Champagne and Aquitaine. So let's just see which one is best. Aquitaine can make groceries instead. Both can make groceries instead. They are more productive that way. So, what else is wrong with our market? Too much sugar. Sugar is made in wheat farms by making citrus ore cards. If we do this one, that's too much. So let's make here to not grow citrus here. Fruit. Fruit is getting expensive. Let's do that. I think that's a little bit better. What else do we have that's maybe we could export some sugar. No one wants to buy that. How's the war going? it's occupied. It's occupied by us, so they will surrender soon. The nation of Mascara. Yeah, energy shortage, so railroads can't run. But we're making a motor industry here. Maybe we could import some iron. Not really. Maybe a little bit from Belgium. Okay, so they capitulated. We don't want to increase the project of legitimist, but it's not a big deal if they do. So but we like the Catholic Church, so let's do this one. Yeah, we can't import it. Yeah, so it's time to make a new diplomatic play, and it's time to make Constantine a protectorate. There are 2 fronts here, so we need to mobilize 2 armies. Maybe I didn't do that, but you can deploy them to like a C node then. Yeah, because of our industrial policies in Ile-de-France, we have gotten an event here. O City of Plenty. Yeah, we want the people to become more loyalists, so that's perfect. How is our diplomatic leverage going? Yeah, it's good. We are increasing our leverage both of Sardinia and Piedmont, and also over Belgium, also over Netherlands. That's good. So we have finished the improved relation with Sardinia as much as we can, so let's improve with someone else. I would like to do it with the Netherlands, but I can't afford that right now. You could also save it, because it gets a little bit more infamy. Not much, but with 1% it's not so much. Okay, the war has broken out. Let's see if we could maybe make a trade agreement with someone. Sardinia and Piedmont in USA wants that. Let's do that. With both of them. That will help our relations. So one of generals, Thomas here, is supporting the Orleanists. So we could choose for a steady advance or a temporary one. Let's just go for a temporary advance. We can see here we are in the lead, the Bonapartists, and the Orleanists second. But they are plus 2.5 each month, and we are 3.8 each month. And the main reason for that is that we have a lot of military buildings. So, and speaking of Bonapartist, here comes Louis Napoleon Bonaparte, which I believe is... He was, I think, the niece of Napoleon Bonaparte the First, or something like that. And he's famous for his mustache, and he became the Emperor of France. So either we can, and we want him to appear in France and get more political strength and get popular, because he's going to lead France in the future. There has been a flood in Normandy. That's not good. We're going to help them. We don't want more devastation and radicals like that before Napoleon has secured the power in France. We could also make this emergency edict there. Maybe I should do that. So we have taken Constantine. So we're just waiting for them to surrender. And our motor factory is finished. And we're starting on the port here. How is it going here? I think, like, when we get the port here in Kenya, we could get more and more people and increase the colonization speed. We want to become able to get all the way here into like Kenya here and then down to Tanzania. Let's do that first. Let's look at the engine factory. It has a positive balance. It doesn't have much workforce yet. They're converting steel to trains, and they are recruiting. So it looks good now for those. For that factory. It's the #1 motor industry in the world, seems like. That should also help. We had a shortage of engines for our trains. It's important because it's also good that it is here, because I think we have a railway, a level 1 railway in Paris. Our capitalists are building shipyards in Aquitaine. And Constantine surrendered. They are our protectorate now. So we only have to make Ait Abbas a protectorate, and then we have completed the conquest of Algeria mission. So let's do that. Make protectorate. And there is only one frontier, so we don't need to mobilize more than one army. Let's just do the weakest one here. And the navy can go home to the HQ again. happening here. Netherlands are fighting with Benin. Could we do something here? Benin, where is that? Is that in Africa? Yeah. Benin is here. So the Netherlands wants to make Benin a protectorate. Let's see. I want to be friendly with the Netherlands. I can buy Luxembourg. So let's see if I could, what they want to give me. That's interesting. They want to transfer the Dutch Ivory Coast if I help them. Where is the Dutch Ivory Coast? Doesn't have anything. They are building a port here. It has no buildings. It has one manor house. We are actually competing here. We are both colonizing. We are colonizing here. But yeah, this piece of land is not very valuable. It has two, doesn't have, how much people is here? It's not a very important place. Maybe it would be better to get an obligation. They don't want to give an obligation. Okay, let's just stay out of that that war. What other wars are going on? The British Empire is attacking Burma, and they will try to conquer these places here. They will succeed. The British Empire is the by far most powerful empire in the world right now. So Sardinia and Piedmont wants a defensive pact with us. I'm going to accept that. I want them in my union. In my power block, I mean. So we're not so far off from getting them here. It would be good to get investment rights in here. We could do that. It would help us. Can we get it in Belgium? They would not accept it. Let's wait a bit. We are starting. We don't have so many gold reserves left, so soon we will need to raise taxes. So, but the number of loyalists is increasing by 117, and its radicals are increasing with. So it's we are still getting a lot more radicals than loyalists, and a lot of this has to do with this. I think this Republican unrest here. So let's see here. Yeah, it's an election. It's an election going on, so this is an election event. General Clausel has made statement in support of the resistance party, and we like the resistance party. It's our party, so that's good. He can become the leader of the armed forces, but we already have loyal guy there, I think. Leader of the royal forces is already a Bonapartist. We don't need a loyal leader here, so let's just go for this one, so we get some more political strength here. So we have this, the right of assembly. We don't want this one to get too strong. If this one gets too strong, if they are getting too unhappy, then it's risk for this, for political unrest. And also we have our future king Napoleon here. But I don't like to to do something with Mathieu de la Dromée yet, because then there will be political unrest. Yeah, so Louis Napoleon Bonaparte is helping the resistance party here. That's good. Yeah, Britain is having a cold opinion of us. Let's see what's happening in the diplomacy front. We are rivaling Turkey and Prussia, and we want Russia, Austria to help us in a future war against Prussia. We want Great Britain to be friendly, so we don't get in a fight here over Africa, because their navy is a lot stronger than ours, and we also want to be friendly with United States. The other countries are simply not powerful enough to matter very much, so we want to get them into our power bloc. It's called the Paris Convention. So here we have a new event for Louis Napoleon Bonaparte. We could get 15 more support, or he could get more popular. Both are good, but it's only 2 years more popularity. Let's just go for the increase of the progress here. We have 200. Let's see if we can do something political. Defensive pact. We could do a defensive pact with Belgium. I think that would be... Is that better? We already have a guarantee independence pact with them. Is that... The question is if the defensive pact is better for us than the guarantee. I think it is. So let's do that. Okay. So now they gave up here. So these are our protectorates. All of Algeria is our protectorate. Then we get this event, and what we want to do here is this. Today we salute the heroes of Africa, and the reason is that this increases the progress of the Bonapartists. And we also get a claim on both Tunisia and Morocco. So let's do that. So we have claim over Morocco and Tunis. Tunis is a vassal of the Ottoman Empire. We could take them. There will be a conflict between Egypt and Ottoman Empire soon. It's scripted because there was a war where I believe Syria and Israel was a part of the Ottoman Empire, but Egypt conquered it not too long ago, and there will be a war, so Ottoman Empire will conquer Syria and Israel back. And then, yeah, of course, the British Empire will conquer all of Europe, Egypt, because they want to build the Suez Canal. How is it going for our colony? Our report here is done, which should increase the speed of our colonization of this province. We have 8 infamy. We can have 25, but not more. So we could start to conquer. It would be possible to conquer here or here. We have claims on this, but it would give us a lot more radicals. We could also conquer here or here. That's common targets. Zul is good because then we would get Orange and Transvaal as neighbors, and there is also a little part here that's actually which has a good climate. Like, as you probably know, most of Africa is way too hot for humans to for Europeans to live in, and but here South Africa, Zulu, and these parts here, they have a good climate for Europeans to live in. So this is prime real estate here. It would also be possible to conquer or make protectorates of. There are several countries here that would be good to make protectorates of. But I think, let's see what it says here for Zulu. No one is really has an interest here, except Great Britain, of course. I don't think they would support us again, as they would support Zulu against. Of course, in real life, there was Zulu was conquered by the British Empire, and then there was what's called Boer Wars here between these states, which are their Dutch people here and the English people when they want to incorporate them into the empire. But let's think about that. Other high-value states that a lot of people like to conquer. It's like here, Brunei has, The way to see it here is that here is something known as discoverable resources. So basically, there is 2 important discoverable resources in this time period. First one is rubber, which comes first, and it can be grown in these very hot countries like Brazil, middle part of Africa, and here in the Southeast Asia. And the second resource that comes a little bit later, it's oil, and it can come here, for example, in see here. This is a desert province, so of course you can't grow rubber there, so then it's oil. And so these states that are either has oil or has rubber is important because the Europeans, we don't really need much more land like in Europe or so, because like France is big. It's like it would be good with more land, but it's not super important. But these kind of resources, it's good to secure. but and we also have a new when we did this one, we conquered these ones, we got a new quest here, 2 new quests actually. It's one called the Algerian Departments, and it's basically to integrate these guys, and this is a very long-term project. We have to annex them, which we could do when the way protectorates and vassals works in this game is that, let's see how you find that now. It's diplomacy subject. So here is our here's our subjects, and when this bar gets down here, they are happy with us, and we can start make them less autonomous. Here is a ledger of the subject type. So they are, if we take Constantine for example, it's a protectorate, and then we can we can reduce the autonomy, and then it becomes a dominion, and then it becomes and the dominion can be reduced to a puppet, and a puppet can be annexed. And you can see here why it's going up or down. One way for them to like us is if we have good relations. So something that would be good here, it would be to liking them would be good. That would help our relations. And there is also some like overlord action here. We could do this one, offer knowledge sharing. That would be it would be good, but it would make our technology spread less. But it would be good because it would decline the Constantinian liberty desire. They are very backwards, probably compared to us. We could also, this is another thing that here it will say also when they are like part of our block. So we don't have any members of our block, but it would be possible to subjugate people and make them so that we could annex them in the future. We could also grant them their own market. Then there that's not something we want to do. We want to have an integrated market so we can sell our industrial goods to our colonies and make money from that. Basically, in this game, you sell industrial goods in the colonies, and you get raw materials from the colonies and ship them back to the motherland, France in this case, and you use them to work in the industry. You put them in the industries there. So we don't want that. We could do this after knowledge sharing. Let's try that one. So let's see how it's going. It's liberty desire in Mascara is increasing. Liberty desire here is increasing by 0.5. We see her cold relations is the main factor why it's increasing. So let's do the knowledge sharing here also. Why not? And then start to improve here. So we're going to improve. So. But I think it would be a good place to take a break here, and we come back later and we decide what country we are going after next. So see you in the next part. Bye bye.